Alright, I wanted to go ahead and show you guys how to put a graphic overlay on some stickers. This sticker was printed with my Uninet iColor 250. It is using the BOPP paper, so it's more of a thicker, it kind of feels a little bit thicker than vinyl. It is hard to rip on this one, as well as I did put a lamination on that. So that way I can put this outside on my car and be able to not have to worry about the ink smearing by the lamination. So what I'm going to do now is I'm testing to see if I put a holographic overlay on this laminated sticker, if the water is going to go ahead and wash the overlay off. So I have my actual overlay here. This is the actual overlay. It is not a self-adhesive overlay. I don't know if you can see the coloring in that, but it's little cute stars here. Let's see if I can get a better look on that. Don't know if that even catches it. But what you do is I just cut this piece off of this, so we'll move that over to the side. And then with this, what I do is I just take a normal piece of printer paper. This is nothing special, just normal piece of printer paper. I folded it in half. Now what I'm going to go ahead and do, I'll move my laminator back, and this laminator is on the heat. It should light up red when it's heated up to its proper temperature. And then I'm going to go ahead and take my sticker, make sure nothing's on the top. Okay, and then you just stick that in the side, and then you take your overlay, and the overlay, there is a little bit of a feel difference. This side's really smooth. This side, it kind of feels, you could literally feel just a little bit of the graphic, if that makes sense, just a little bit of the print. It's not anything major or anything like that. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and just lay this directly on the top, make sure it does not fold in on itself. And then what I like to do is just kind of line that up. This is a very large sticker, so you do need to make sure that it hits the edges. Okay, and that looks really good. And then you just kind of put that white smack in the middle. Make sure there's no air bubbles, or not per se air bubbles, but any ripples or bubbles in it that's going to cause it to get an air bubble. Okay, and there it is green. That means that the laminator is ready and it is at temp. So I'm going to go ahead and push this through. Okay, and I'm not, now it's got a hold of it, so I'm just kind of holding it and just squeezing the, or you know, putting a little bit of closure on the piece of paper, just making sure it stays folded. And we're pushing, pretty much pulling itself through. I'm not having to push anything. So now I'm just going to wait. We might have to do 2 of these, so we'll see. It's been a little bit of time since I've actually done an overlay, so hopefully this turns out okay. Alright. And it's pushing it through on itself, so I'm not pulling on anything. Move that over a little bit. And that definitely did take. Now what I'm doing now is I'm just kind of taking a look here just to make sure that there is no air bubbles or anything, because the best way of getting that out is to run it one more time over the overlay, and it does look really good. But what I'm going to do, I like to do everything twice. When I do t-shirts, baby bodysuits, anything like that, I definitely like to go ahead, like bibs, and just actually do a double heat press. So I'm going to go ahead and just do this twice, just to make sure it's got a good seal on that overlay, because this is not self-adhesive. So this overlay is not, the only way this is actually sticking to the sticker is through the heat and the pressure that the actual laminator is doing. It has nothing to do with the actual overlay itself. It's not the self-adhesive overlay, which you can get self-adhesive, kind of like lamination, self-adhesive lamination that you can put over a sticker and then use your Silhouette Studio Cricut or your Design Cricut or your Silhouette Cameo, excuse me, I got those two mixed up, to go ahead and actually cut out your sticker when you have a lamination on there. But this is an actual overlay, so it's not at all sticky or anything like that. So here we go. And I'm a Silhouette Studio girl. I don't really use Cricut as much, but here we go. Wow, look at that. That looks really good. And what I'm looking at here is the actual edges, just to make sure it did pick it up. And then literally you take the edge of the overlay, and it's a very like crinkly foil type of feel, and you just pretty much, hold on one second, let me take this off of here first. Okay, put that over there. And then with this, it is just, it's not sticky or anything like that. Let me get that in the camera. So on here, we're just going to go ahead and take this and just peel that off. And look at that. That took that. I'm trying to see if you can see it in the camera here. That is gorgeous. Oh, nice. Now you can see it. Woo woo! Alright. And we just peel that directly off. Now, with overlays, I'll put that aside. You can see that the overlay takes out that holographic print. So as you can tell, the middle is gone. Okay. So it definitely took on that if you're basing it off of this. This is just trash. And then we actually have the gorgeous, look at that. Isn't that absolutely, you have a holographic laminated sticker. And this can be going on your vehicle, per Uninet. The BOPP and the ink with the lamination makes it waterproof. And then what I'm doing is I added that holographic shiny look, kind of just, you know, make it spot shine out here when you're looking at it. And look at that. Let's see. That is a gorgeous cut. I love it. That looks amazing. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and go grab some water. And we're just going to touch the top and see if I can actually rub the overlay off on this sticker. It's a shame that I might actually ruin this sticker because it looks so good. But yeah, I want to make sure before I advertise holographic waterproof stickers that it is actually waterproof. So I'll be right back. Alright, I am back. We're going to go ahead and turn that baby off. I completely forgot I had that on. And then this is going to be trash. We'll just stick that in there. And then I have my plate that's going to go ahead and hold it. We'll put this over here for now. And now what we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to experiment. So make sure this is in the camera good. Okay, so we've got the sticker. Looks really, really good. And now I'm going to just put some water in here. Now I'm not waiting for the ink to come off because again, the ink itself is underneath the lamination, so I'm not really worried about that. So I've just got some water on there. I don't know if you can see that. Probably not. Just putting some water on here. And put a little more water. Let's see. And I'm just using some distilled water. I don't know if you can see it. You can see a little bit on there. Yeah, good. So now I'm just going to let it sit there. So like if you're outside and it's raining, this is a car decal that's on your car. We're just going to let that sit there, give it a good 5-10 minutes, and we'll come back and take a look at the overlay. Alright, it has been 5 minutes, so I am back, and I want to make sure that's in the image there. Alright, let's take a look here. So as you can tell, it still has the exact same water spots here. I don't know if you can see that. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and knock that off. And then let's just pat dry it. Oh, you can definitely tell that the water on the actual sticker backing definitely got wet. You can see how that warped the actual sticker. So let's take a look and see. Wow. I don't know if you can see that, but the overlay doesn't even look distorted at all. I don't know if you can see. We had a huge clump of water right here. And there is no discoloration. We also had some right here. I actually think I just got some way down here. So look in here. See if you can see anything. Looks gorgeous. I don't know if you can see all the overlays around this area right here. Right where the two tires are. Going down to the ME and coming down here. We definitely had a little puddle of water that sat there for a good 5 minutes. And I don't see any. Do you see that? It's gorgeous. I don't see any difference. I would have to say that the overlay on a laminated sticker definitely is waterproof. And I'm still looking through the camera lens, trying to see if I can see any of these overlay holographic images that look distorted, or my hand sticking to the back because the actual backing got wet. But yeah, that looks awesome. I literally had it sitting there for a good 5 minutes. So yeah, that looks really good. It is a little bit of a process to get that added, but I mean, I'm down with that. And this is laminated with the Uninet iColor 250's lamination paper that they have, which is it's just a label paper that they have. It's like a clear adhesive lamination that I put on it, and I push all the air bubbles out. I have a video of how I did that on my channel, so you can definitely take a look at the lamination, how to do that. And then this one here is just the overlay and how to get that going, just to see if it is waterproof, which I would have to say this looks really dang good. I am going to go ahead and try to do it a little bit longer, make sure that's dry, because the adhesive, or the backing, okay, the label backing, because this is not actual, they don't call it sticker paper for Uninet, they call it a label, because it is literally a 475 by 6 huge label. And the backing of this, the paper itself, is not waterproof, because it's definitely it's got a little bit of warp, and you can kind of feel right back here where it penetrated a little bit through the paper itself when I left it there for 5 minutes. So what I'm going to do now, make sure this is dry, so we don't have any more of the backing do that, because I'm testing the top. I'm testing the sticker, the label, not the actual backing, because that doesn't do anything for us. So what I'm going to do now is I'm literally going to pour just a wee bit of water. Yeah, that was awesome, Katrina. All right. All right, now we're going to go ahead and make sure I don't, yeah, I totally soaked the plate on that one. Yay! So we're going to lift this little puddle up. Hopefully I don't make a bigger mess. Take my other paper. Wow. Not too coordinated on this, people. I'm sorry. All right, folks. Bear with me. This is when I need the husband around. Okay, make sure the paper, the plate looks dry. It's not. I'm really not wanting the backing to ruin my experiment here, because I want to be able to advertise waterproof holographic laminated stickers for your car. But I'm not going to do that if it's not true, you know? So I know 5 minutes is good. So now I don't know if you can see how much water I have on there. This time I'm going to try it a little bit different. Okay. I'm really sucking at this. This cup is probably not the best. Yeah, look at that. Did I make a bigger mess? I did not. I think it's actually all on the sticker. Okay. So I don't know if you can see this. I wish it would go in a different part too. Poor little sticker. Move a little bit of water up there. Put the right smack in the flowers. Let's get some on the engine part. I mean, that's a lot of water. I don't know if you can see how much water's on there. Let me see if I can zoom in on here at all. Give me just a sec. Let's see. Nope. Move this a little bit more over here. I appreciate you guys being patient. Let's see. Ooh, wrong way. So, let's see. Try to get this whole thing to move. See if I can show you guys very carefully how much water I have. So literally the entire bottom has a good 1/4 of an inch of water. You can kind of see it there. What I do, I have a lot of water in there. There we go, you can see it there. So what I'm going to do, and I have just a couple of sprinkled dots on the engine and a couple of sprinkled dots on the flowers. Add a couple more on the flowers over here. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave that there for, oh, I don't know, a good 20-30 minutes. Typically, you're not going to submerge the top of your sticker. Even if you put it on your car, you're not going to have water sit on your back of your windshield, the back of your vehicle. It's going to normally, you know, drip down. But I'm just looking at maybe if it's snow. I don't know. I guess I don't really think about the fact that snow would normally sit on. It could sit on there. It's just not really going to. I don't think snow really would melt and cause an issue per se. But I just, like, for my own peace of mind, know that this is actually waterproof. So if you have a cup and you're at work and the cup's really, really cold with, say, iced coffee, which I'm a very, very big avid iced coffee drinker, then yeah, the condensation from that tumbler or iced coffee cup was definitely going to go ahead and put some water on there, and that's going to be a couple of hours. So I would imagine if this, after the next, say, you know, half hour to an hour, I will come back and take a look at it, and I'll start recording again, and you can kind of see exactly how this holds up for the water just sitting on it, which I do not recommend you to do this with any sticker that you buy. This is just my own sticker. I made it, well, I didn't actually make the design. I purchased the design, but I did purchase the rights to go ahead and make a sticker with it, and I went ahead and put it as sticker, added the lamination on there, added the overlay for the holographic look, and now it's just a matter of seeing how good it upholds on the overlay, because I know that the ink is good because it's sealed over with the lamination, but I want to see how long this overlay will hold up. So I will come back here in the next little while, and we'll dry that off and see how good it holds up. Alright guys, it has been a good 25 minutes, and I am back to go ahead and take a look to see how our overlaid laminated sticker did. And as you can tell, it still has just as much water. Doesn't look like anything's evaporated. I'll go ahead and just wipe that off. Just wipe it off. Act like you're a kid just trying to clean something off. I don't know why I keep looking on here. I'm thinking I'm going to see some glitter or some holographic material on here. Not yet. Now, as you can tell, the paper, whoops, sorry, the paper is definitely seeing some water. So I guess I didn't wipe underneath it too well. That still has quite a bit of water damage, and the side over here is getting quite a bit of water damage. However, right smack in the middle, which is where our puddle of water was, it definitely did not affect the overlay aspect of this. So I am very pleased with the outcome. It is looking really good. I don't know if you can see if we can show white smack on the train. It needs to show some nice holographic colors. Sorry, it's really hard to get it picking up. Let me see if I zoom out a little bit. Maybe I've got it tuned in too much. Let's see, how's that? Alright, let's bring this in. Alright, there we go. Yeah, that did it. Alright, so as you can tell, it looks very amazing. There's no patches of missing holograph, which you would normally tell because you would normally have like one missing or two missing or something, and it honestly looks really, really good. So I am definitely going to go ahead and add that addition option onto my listings, and yeah, that looks awesome. But there you go. So we have done a experiment and shown how to go ahead and put an overlay on a laminated sticker. I will go ahead and post the links for where I got my laminator over there, and if you want to go ahead and get one of those, you can. Again, it was hot that I put this under, not cold. But anyway, thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and like and comment if you have any questions. I appreciate it.